Hey, I'm Jesse. Let's hear it from your favorite book of the Bible, Leviticus. All right, Leviticus gets a bad rep. It's actually incredibly thorough, and it teaches us something about the character of God. God cares about the little details. You know how I know that God cares about the little details of your life? Because I've read the book of Leviticus. All right, let's review this text. Leviticus 19:9. When you reap the harvest of your land, you are not to reap to the very edge of your field or gather the gleanings of your harvest. Do not strip your vineyard bare or gather its fallen grapes. Leave them for the poor and the resident alien. I am the Lord your God. He gives this reminder in verses 10 and 12 and 14 and 16 and 18, on and on throughout this series of clear commands. He reminds them, I'm the Lord your God. I'm the Lord your God. I'm the Lord your God. The former CEO of World Vision wrote a book called The Hole in Our Gospel. As we're studying the book of Ruth, we see that God made provision for the poor through his people. At the Redemption Church, here we are studying this book. What are we prepared to do ourselves? All right, well, when we gather together in worship, would you come prepared this weekend? At the back, we're going to have the ability to collect some goods to distribute through our partners with Reach Ministries to help feed the homeless of Seattle. We may not have fields full of barley, and we may not be able to directly obey Leviticus 19, but we can bring some canned goods to church to distribute to those who are in need. Take a look at the collection box that's at the back of the theater. It has listed on it some examples of some things that you can take with you, because not all goods are created equal for the context of caring for the poor of Seattle. Our partners at Reach have been doing this for a long time, and they're absolute pros. Some of the things that they need are, for one thing, Bibles. Praise Jesus, bring Bibles. Protein and granola bars, these go a long way, because if you're out in the streets, you don't have a whole meal. A protein bar is good for you. Lunch-sized bags of chips, those are popular. Individually wrapped cookies are good. Snack pack pudding, trail mix, juice boxes. Go figure, man. Everybody loves juice boxes, right? Soda bottles so they can reseal them. Water bottles, hygiene kits, socks, gloves, blankets, flashlights, wet naps, diapers, and baby food. So as we're studying this text that calls the people of God in the Old Testament to care for the poor, as New Testament believers, let's also care for the poor. Would you bring some of these items with you? And if you haven't yet already, would you also reach out to us? You can go to redemptionwashington.com/serve, and you can sign up to serve in the homeless ministry, because we have a team of people who meet and partner with a great guy that I know and his ministry that meets in Pioneer Square downtown, right there in the thick of it, man, in the heat of things, right? Where the homeless problem of Seattle is at its absolute worst, there are people of God who gather there. And there are people from the Redemption Church who are going around feeding people and sharing the gospel with those who are in great need. If you've never been a part of this, would you reach out to us? If you're not a part of the Redemption Church, not in the Seattle area, write to us at jessecampbellministries.com. We'll help connect you with a great ministry that does exactly this. I just can't study the book of Ruth and skip over the fact that it prescribes caring for the poor and not try to care for the poor even more. I've personally vetted the ministry that we partner with at the Redemption Church. It's absolutely phenomenal. If you watch back in some of our earlier sermons, you can see this is where I got the chance to pray with a guy named Aiden, who gave his life to Christ, repented, was taken off the streets, and is now living a happy, functional life. Praise Jesus. Caring for the poor matters to God. It has mattered since Leviticus, and it matters today as well.